Hello, let us tackle Fungus Woods. Fungus Woods is a fantastic scenario. It has a great ride selection, it has a good hefty dose of difficulty. And so I'm not going to do this with these I did wonder, should I do this with some ridiculous self-imposed challenge? Sort of flat rides only or something like that. But no, it has some really good coasters, the coaster design. So the only one that I'm going to do is my long-standing challenge, which is to do this without advertising, because I think this is achievable. We just need something like 25 coasters. So let's dive in. And the other thing that makes it slightly difficult, so you have a high guest goal, which makes it a little bit difficult. And then it has the other problem, which is one of these wonderful paper entry parks. So once guests are in, we don't make more money off them going on rides. So, and because the rides are sort of old style rides as well, not many of them have photo sections. So we probably need to push a bit with shops and stalls and things like that to actually make this work. But anyway, let us start. So, I miss that sound. It's the sound of your brain slowly turning to mush. First order of business, let's rename this. But always kind of sad that the scenarios in Roller Coaster Tycoon always have this little feeling of not quite enough effort having been made. And it's things like that. It seems like if you play RCT1 scenarios, almost all the rides used to have their own individual names. They were really well themed, whereas kind of RCT2 has some nice coasters, but it's a bit dispiriting when it's just Roller Coaster 1. This felt like someone was just trying to sort of rush that out as quickly as possible. Wait, let's move away from that sort of downer and let's build our roller coaster. So, good old-fashioned Woody, I think, is the first thing I should build. So to elevate that up a little bit. So we go around a tight turn here, and then go up a lift hill. I'm not going to do any sort of tricksy lift hill tricks and things. I just want to build a nice little coaster which kind of just does a job. So that comes down there. Let's go up a little. I think we'll get away with doing this. So I just want to kind of see if I can get away with going around here like this, and then turn this up on a sort of bank like that. Custom building is quite expensive in this scenario because of the trees. So you do have that. Now I wonder if I could get away with. They come down here. So actually, let's do a little bit of an airtime hill. So by the way, when I say airtime hill, this means something that just gives you a few negative G's, which the guests enjoy on these roller coasters. So we're going to go a couple of airtime hills, and then now I do need wooden roller coasters to have a minimum length that they have to be. So we need to be careful that we actually achieve it. Now, do I want to keep going here? So let's see if I can do. And then not sure if I've got enough room to do this, but let's try and get some sort of rose ball type thing going. Now, that's slightly too low. Now, that's not so good. So what we actually should do with that is rather than build that out there. Yes. You see the only problem with Fungus Woods is all this. You end up demolishing trees every time you do anything. So I'm going to just make this a little bit taller. So this comes down, and this is at 0. And then that goes up, that sort of little rose ball type thing, and then comes around here. Might be a little bit slow when it comes around here, but let's see how I've managed to line that up. Let's see if this is going to be some good rolling and coasting. No, I haven't lined it up. That's fine. I can go with a little S-bend. And then take a little bit of. Hopefully this would be going fast enough still to take some negative G's. Yeah. Let's have another station platform. you go. Now, where can I build my entrances and exits? So I can build an exit here. That's not too bad. And I can probably build the entrance on this side. And then this, I should be able to get a little bit of a path bonus from this as well. So roller coasters can have a nice long queue line. Well, they don't demolish it, but that is. So let's see if we can get to that going over there. Yes, there we go. So that can go there. That would do nicely. Now, did this scenario give me any handyman or mechanics? So let's have that. Oh, there, no handyman. Yes, no handyman, no mechanics. It's probably too many mechanics for now, but the park will grow and I will probably forget that I need mechanics, so this is fine. So that was probably a little bit of a big coaster to build. I think that's cost me sort of 7,000 to build that coaster. A little bit over the top. Down. So still, I think it'll be a fairly nice coaster. Let's see what its stats are. There we go. Ooh, that's got some excellent stats. So I'm going to call it Lumberjack. I'm going to open it. Then I'm going to really crank my park entrance, because I think I can just add another £10 onto the entrance fee just for that one coaster, which obviously is quite useful. Yes, because I think the entrance fee is calculated as something like the total of what the guests would pay if they went on every ride once as a pay for ride scenario. That's basically what they assume the value of the entrance fee is. Ooh, now how much money do the guests have as well? So that's 30. Melvin C only has £40. Same with Melanie R. Ooh, the guests don't have much money here. So Andy has 50. So just trying to find out how much money they have. They could enable the cheats and look at it, but so Nicky has 60. So 40, 50, 60. I can find a guest who's got 70, then I would know that that's viable. So, or if I find a guest who only has 60. It's really hard to find guests who have the absolute maximum, I find. So, there we go. So there's a guest who has 70. My best success. So yes, so our park entrance price can't be over £40. That's going to make this a little bit difficult as a scenario. There we go. Let's play some gentle rides. Let's see. So I think maybe a little set of slides. So I do that. So I pop that there. So I didn't want to pop that there. And that's the wrong place for that. So that can have an entrance there and exit there. So they go for a few of those. They're quite nice and cheap, and they do raise the guest cap a little bit. And they're not sure what the exact guest cap value of these is. And really, you do get more guests for building some in your park, so let's do that. Let's have an array of... Ooh. Oh, there's a hill there, is there? Right, so see-through trees, I think, is going to be important. See-through scenery. But yes. How inconsiderate. Oops. Going to waste all of my money just toying with this landscape. Let's try to raise that back up to sensible levels, yes. Right, so entrance here. And then another exit here. And in fact, I do need to just drop that down because that's how I want to build my slides. So let's build another slide. There we go. And so just going to build that and then put some path around here. feel I should do some sort of public service campaign or whatever with this, which is, this is your brain on. That was appropriate. Yes, this is your brain normally, and this is your brain on merry-go-rounds. And that's okay. That's good there. So yes, what I wanted to do with this actually is, let's make that a red queue line. Let's make that a green queue line. Let's make that it's back in action again. Good. And let the brain churningly terror continue. Yes, I quite like the idea of building this. So I'm going to, there's the one with the red queue line. So I could call this one R. That's going to be red. That's a little bit too much. So yes, red and white, I think. This one with the green is good. Obviously PG. You see where I'm going here. I have 4 of them, so it's not really going to work out, but... Let's D. So I go with that. And then, of course, we just have... Yes, maybe I should have done CMYK by colour schemes. Yes, let's open those. Let's open those slides up. Let's just put some theming down there. It should help with the guest cap, that as well. So it's not all total silliness. There is some method in that. Right, let's have some flowers in the appropriate colours. Ooh, there's a tree in the way. Okay, let's get rid of the tree. Get rid of that tree. Come on, no trees in the way. And then green plants. And sort of radioactive plants. Yeah. Get rid of that tree. There we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? That says, go for a ride on. Come to this park. It's got an excellent array of slides. I should be able to crank another couple of pounds on the admission for that. Let's see if the guests still keep arriving. Where the guest generation is at. So, no, they are still coming. So I haven't killed guest generation by setting my park entrance fee too high. Good. Can these have music? They can have summer style. Ooh. We could make this an area that you just do not want to go near at all. Why are you doing this? Let's have... And you're so lucky that the sound mix is very low, below my voice. Why must you do this? Okay, let's get back to building some path. Ooh, now how many shops was I given these parks? So this is one of these things with the RCT2 parks. It's quite often there. RCT1 would quite often give you kind of mostly functioning parks, whereas these do tend to be missing things. Yeah, yes, we do. We need some toilets and some things. So nice wooden toilet shed. Go. Toilet shed. Not some sort of... I don't know what the Swedish word for shed is, so I'm not going to say that's the Swedish word for shed, because almost certainly it's not just a random word spelled for day. They put it dogs. It was which I hope is not a registered trademark, because there was many years ago there was a game or desktop toy, I guess, which was dogs, and they had cats, and I think they had some sort of alien weird thing as well, which from a slightly later version of the game engine. And yes, desktop pets, Windows 3.1. And yes. I'm not sure which music style is winning there. Okay, so let's have some more rights. Oh, yes, I've not sorted out my research. Really should. So I want gentle rides, roller coasters, and water rides. For now. I want lots of them. So we have... Oh, yes, from Virginia Reel. Virginia Reels are good. And I do like those. So let's have a little Virginia Reel. So I want to get to go all the way up there. I think I just build that there. Now, can we get away with just making that a slope? No. No, you're not allowed to do that. So we're just going to have to go up like that. Make that a lift hill, so... So we're going to go up there. And we're going to pop down here. Over to the merry-go-round. Let's stay up at 20 feet. Because I think that will let us do that, yes. So I don't want this to be too fast as it comes down here. And there we go. And there's the money running out. So the loan's not too bad. So we can live with the loan. And hopefully this will give us a nice little bonus from negative G's. So. 25 feet can be too much, because these do lose speed quite quickly, so I'm just going to see that actually makes it up all the way up there before I build too much more. He says building too much more already. Well, let's see. Let's leave that there. Come on, up you go. Tub your way around the tub track. That's okay. Slight sort of sucking of teeth, but it won't be too bad. Let's have that around there. So we got nice. So I pop a ride in the middle of this as well. So that will do for now. So you're going to have an entrance here, and right up the front. So get in the tubs and exit kind of there. Hopefully that's not too much walking for the guests. Should be okay. Usually works out fine for us. It says no money. So how are we ever going to build 25 roller coasters? In fact, these roller coasters don't even have that high a guest cap. I think you only get something like 50 or 60 from a Virginia Reel. I have a dog nosing me. If you hear dog-like sounds, which is the inevitable curse of a Timberwolfean video, that's what it is. Sort of try and appease it with some head scratches. Yeah, dear. It's in the way of the keyboard. I can't rename my Virginia Reel because there's a dog in the way. No, hang it. Leave it tubtastic. There you go. Dog. Not succeeded in foiling my plans. And I built my roller coaster. You like it or not? Yes. This is what I should do. This is sort of, the clickbaity type approach. I just need to open this before I can really start charging a lot for it. Yes, that should be okay. They should be able to get away with pushing the prices up to £26. Never off the back of that. 26 might not even be enough, but let's let that. Right. Dog has escaped. So I was going to say this should be my ploy, is to actually sort out the webcam and set things up so I don't know, playing on a beanbag on the floor, so you could just see me being overrun by dogs constantly while trying to tycoon. So that's the kind of content people want. Right, I wanted to put something in the middle of this. Will the shack fit? Yes, it will. Though I can't afford it, but This is the joy of paper entry parks. It's actually affording the things. I guess I could go and get more loan out. Let's see if we can wait this out a little. Just get some sort of guests in. And 325. Come on, this is going to be one of those things that gets to the end of the week and then it just goes, no, you will not. And so I'm going to put the entrance here, which should give the tubs a... Oh no! Oh no! I can't do that. And it's not going to let me do that. So how am I going to get around this? Well, I think if I put the exit here. So a crooked house doesn't really need that big a queue line. So this will be okay. We just bolt this out here. And then we just go for... So yes, just give it a little queue line. That's not so bad. You're going to call it wonky. And that's what it is. It is a wonky house. Yes, the most exciting slides ever. Oh, I missed a plant. Don't want a virulent green one. I want a red one to go in there. Let's have a few benches so people can sit and enjoy the noise. Maybe another bit or two. The most beautiful park. Oh yes, because of course, one of the things with Fungus Woods is it does have loads of scenery. All these trees still count as scenery. It's even nice how it's slowly destroying them. So, do we have a balloon store or anything? Can we get people to have some nice balloons? Oh yes, we can. And let's have some sort of fungusy balloons. Moss balloons. And then I might have another one up here. The guests are quite happy from riding roller coasters, so I think they're more likely to buy souvenirs when they're happy. So we should put them there. Let's have these as earth balloons. We do want plenty of kind of shops and stalls around here. Ooh, that's a thing that I'd not considered, of course. So Brollyhack. That's very dangerous. I was about to try and play an entire game without Brollyhack. So let's do that. Actually, I'll set this to be reasonable. So I'm not going to Brollyhack. So I think that's a little cheesy. And let's see how we go. How many years do we have for this? Because I think we have 4 years, don't we? So I think we should be able to make our way through this without Brollyhack. And then we'll put an ATM in. So and I didn't. But let's call it Emily's info. No real reason. So I need more rides. Do I have any nice sort of thin rides I can build? No. So car ride has quite a long length requirements. I figured car ride might be a bit over OTT. So what we could do actually is if we just want to fill in some gaps, we could just... That's not practical. That's not practical in the slightest. That doesn't help. Right, let's try and build a maze at ground level. Oh, it actually genuinely won't let me do this. Oh, this is really bad maze, by the way. The guests will get lost very, very easily in it. With that section there. Because they will treat that as if there's lots and lots of junctions. Right. Let me just make sure that building a nice, easy maze without loops and horrors in it. So exit there. And let's have the entrance there. And then I could just pop a little bit of queue line on that. That I think is a nice start to the scenario, isn't it? And we got... Yes, so I'm going to make sure that's ground level. Please. I could put some scenery above it. Some sort of floating roofs or something. And let's see. Not sure how I'm going to excuse this roof. Come on. There we go. That's it's just sort of a hovering roof in the maze. Oh, is this where I'm going to regret not doing brolly hack? Is this where I'm going to think, oh, I wish I'd brolly hacked, then I'd have so much money. Oh, yes, that looks okay, doesn't it? I love this sort of the fairground organ is sort of doing its fairground organ thing. There's this really extreme metal solo going on. That's my new band idea. Is a band that combines heavy metal guitar and the sound of a fairground organ. Assuming it doesn't exist already. I hope it doesn't exist already. That sounds like a terrific idea. Okay, so we have a little park going. Some 300 guests, I think. Yes, I think we're building up towards probably being able to afford another coaster soon. So we do have... Did we get a new coaster? Oh, yes, we did. New coaster with the Virginia Rail. What coaster comes next? Well, nothing. No, the mini golf. No, I don't need to build a mini golf yet. Mini golf's probably quite good for filling in the gaps. We could do some more of our fully integrated golf, but I think I will close out this now. We're building a side friction, actually. So let's do that. Let's build a little side friction in here. And side frictions can be quite small. They don't have to be huge. I don't think they have that much in the way of stat requirements. I'm sure people will probably correct me and go, no, Timberwolf, it's got loads of stat requirements. It needs to be 8 miles long and have more negative Gs than it actually supports because the trains will just fall off the tracks. So I think you can get away with doing that. A little bit of a steep dip there. So, and then it's going to come round here like this. This might be too much, but let's see. Let's see if we can get away with this. So, there, let's not try to get away with that. That's silly. That's silly, isn't it? So let's go up there like that. That might still be too much, but let's see how much speed is it going to lose as it comes up here. So this is all about managing speed, about keeping speeds low so the thing doesn't crash. I'm going to go around there like that. Oh yes, that's a little bit on the sedate side, I think. Let's do that. Let's come down there like that. Let's go around there like this. And then one more, I think. And then let's see if I can cut there. If I get that to 10 feet. Ooh. Although not quite enough, so this needs to go to 15 feet, which may be just a little bit too much for this draft momentum. Oh no, it can do it. Good. So there's going to be a little bit of a slow trundle across here. There we go. Now I'm not sure how many tiles I'm off this, so oh, I'm a bit close, aren't I? So they're going to have to go around an S-bend. And then I'm going to come down, I think. Ooh. Although I'm running out of coastering money. And they don't have cash for coastering. And there, so it's going to come down there, and then if that goes around an S-bend like that, that's a nice little sort of knotted coaster. Should I get more loan? Well, we've got about a minute before this becomes sort of half an hour and it becomes tediously long, which is a boundary that you cross very instantly. You know, as soon as it's more than half an hour long, it's insanely tedious. How long was my Dusty Grizz video? Oops, well, never mind. Come on, let's make enough money to open this coaster. And so just going to do that. Does this have... Oh no, we don't have on-right photos for this, so we should let's pop an entrance there and exit there. Actually, that looks quite nice. And then I'm going to increase that, so... And they're going to call this knotted pine, I think. So let's test knotted pine and see what stats it gives me. Let's see whether I have missed a stat requirement of the side friction coaster. I don't think I will have. Right. And I don't think I'm that awful at the game. I know I'm awful in the way that I built, sort of decided to be to park entirely with Ferris wheels or something like that. But just in terms of awfulness, just basically, can you play the game to some semblance? I think I'm okay at this. The design of roller coaster which works. It was not his Pine stats. Just get ready with the entrance fee. Make sure we can really bump that up. It's actually quite long. So you'll probably have decent stats because it's got so many trees nearby, so you get a big scenery bonus. Oh. It's like 5. Okay, so this maybe not so good. It's intense and it's not that exciting. But, probably do something like if we increase the average speed or something like that, it would probably do better. But I think that will do. Let's save it. Let's accept that it comes with a couple of trees as well. It'd be good to save that anyway, in the case I want to build a not particularly great side friction coaster. But that I think is a good place to leave things, and I shall see you next episode. See how we get on with our guest goal.